figure that out soon. Sorry. Yeah, I saved this replay because it looked really good a long time ago, and I'm just now getting to doing this for the competition. So, but we're gonna figure it all out before this replay is over. So as you can see, I am defending this little town. I am outnumbered. I think it was at least 3 to 1. Might have been closer to 3 to 2 or so. But I do know I was outnumbered. And another thing about the Spanish who are attacking me, yes, now I remember. All coming back to me now. They had regular troops where I had provincial cavalry here. You know, of course, your customary. I think I had one or two flintlocks. Yeah, a light infantry, which Darth Mod turns light infantry into crap. Which I'm not sure that I'm not against that. Or I mean for that. You know, we had the 11th Regiment of militia. Darth Mod also turns militia into quite good forces though, and I kind of agree with that. They shouldn't hold up to charges. They shouldn't be able to do so well in melee, just because traditionally, you know, militias were not really equipped. But saying that, you know, there was really the only difference between the militia and a regular unit was, in a lot of ways, when it comes to America, is, you know, how they were equipped. Because you could have a militia group that was complete trash and not equipped, but then you can have a militia group that was, you know, really popping. The 1st Maryland was actually just a militia group. Then you had all kinds of different things like associated militia, not associated, you know. But these are garrison militia, they're even worse. So that's fun. I do like that about the game, that it doesn't just give you just flintlocks, it gives you, sometimes you can even have artillery. And that makes sense too, because towns would arm themselves and would have their own forces, even up to artillery. Militia units would have artillery. Anyway, I got dragoons here. I'm trying to focus on things I gotta focus on. So, you know, have one light horse here, general's bodyguard here. What else do I got? More militia. Actually, I think I already saw that militia, but what evs? Actually, I think this goes through all my deployments, so I can just play the video. I don't know why I'm not. And I'm sorry, folks, if you're watching this, you can skip ahead to the battle if you'd like. If you're watching this as part of the competition, do not feel bad. It'll be easy to tell if you're skipping ahead, you know, when shite happens. I guess I can go ahead and fast forward a bit too. Go through my setting up. Yeah, you can see here I'm in this little town. I am extremely outnumbered. I have these guys, 2 horse artilleries, and I believe 2 12-pounder artillery units. And if I remember right, this was like a little army I left behind while I was trying to do something else, and end up almost, you know, then end up getting attacked. I wonder if there's any way I can see what town this was. I don't think I can. I think that's lost to history now because I've moved past that in the game. So I'm putting my horse artillery towards the back. Okay, now we're shaping up. These guys were going, my 2 field pieces, of course, I'm going to use them to great effect in this game, but I wanted to be able to, I didn't want to lose them, so I wanted to be able to put them somewhere where they could do plenty of damage, but then once I get swamped, like I thought I was going to do, I would be able to move them into the into the town. I even played with the idea of bunkering them, but those bunkers, it just doesn't work, folks. Because they can't move, and if they can't move, and they have a more limited field of fire, then you're hampering them. I mean, yes, they can defend themselves better. They can stand up to being attacked and shelled better. But you know what I do with them? You can't even move them out of there once they're in there. If you can move them out of there, I'd be all for it. I'd use it sometimes. Okay, so I'd be kind of for it. I would use it sometimes. But you can't move out of there. So you know what I do when I have to face them? I just bring cavalry all the way back behind them and just charge them right in the back. Or regular troops, doesn't matter. Anybody would, you know? And since you have to fight every last unit off before the battle's over, which I enjoy, but it's not very realistic. One little artillery post is not going to hold the field against the whole army once the rest of the army is gone. But anyway, point is, we're not going to get into all that. We're going to try to stick to the facts. Yeah, so I've decided at this point I'm going to fight like a defense in depth, which I've done on like Rome 2 before and other melee games, but not with gunpowder. So that I was kind of like, what's it gonna do? Of course, since I'm using this, you know that it was a success, and I've actually fought a few battles because my current Darth Mod Empire campaign, it's going rough, people. I keep forgetting this is not vanilla AI. I need to treat him with some respect. Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh, pause. Okay. So the battle has started. I've hidden my cavalry over here. I've put in, some the flintlock militia. I've decided to put them in there. I don't think I meant to have this force here. I think I meant to move it, but I ended up leaving it there by accidental. And this is the bit of genius of my whole scheme, okay? This little here. The only field of fire that I could put my artillery, the straight shooters, horse artillery at, where I couldn't move them, I could possibly move them into the streets if they get overran, or they're about to get overran, was right here, and do some damage. So obviously this flank of the city is going to be covered. And this flank of the city is going to be covered by this. This was very important because this one I wasn't too happy about because obviously there's a lot more things here. But I figured it would still help out. And of course I got to watch out that I don't bomb my own cavalry unit. This cavalry unit, I think originally was supposed to be like over here somewhere, and I ended up leaving them there. Anyway, so I got my light infantry here. I got my militia here. Because at this point I don't know which direction they're coming from, right? I have my other arm flick-locked here. So if you count them, I have like 1, 2, 3 3 infantry there, 4, 5 militia, and a light infantry. That's what I have. What's in here? Oh yeah, I dismounted my regiment of dragoons. Okay, and I put them in this here because the dragoons have a carbine, so they end up having a lot of range of fire. So anyway, first things first, let's just play it. This field piece over here is tearing up this colonial Lightfoot Spanish. Yes, I guessed it right. So here they come. So it looks like they're going to mass their cavalry for a flank attack, and this guy is going to pay the penance of it. See, dragoons, general's bodyguard. If I would have noticed that general's bodyguard, I would have sniped them. Tried to snipe them anyway. And as you can see, we're gonna pause again. Line infantry. line infantry, line infantry, line infantry, line infantry. All colonial, though they're not the most professional, but they are line infantry, line infantry, line infantry. Oh, grenadiers, sorry, grenadiers. Line infantry. Line infantry. Oh, and one regular line infantry, right. They do have some regular line infantry then. General's bodyguard and their field piece. And that right there, sir, is my carcass shot from Artillery 1, Artillery 2. That's my dragoons' horses, by the way. Let's get their horses. They're in this house. Alright, sorry about that. Let's go. Alright, so they're being torn up by Artillery 1. I think Artillery 2. Plus these field pieces. Whoa, what's going on? Oh, and I have my Lancers. I forgot about my Lancers. Yep, I have Lancers. And they're gonna tear up their light cavalry real quick. So of course I have to stop my artillery from firing. So at this point I'm getting scared for my Lancers. I'm trying to get them to rush through. I think it works better more in Napoleon, but they're getting hit in the back. So I think, oh shoot, I just screwed up with my light. By the way, in here they're not doing any rush. They got these guys coming in to the right flank. But this battle here, I think I screwed up because, like I said, I did get them away, so that's good. But now they're eventually going to get caught. So I have to turn them around, at least to take them on in the front. And Lancers are not good when they're not moving. Oh, and I got my other light horse there. This is where they screwed up. They should have pressed the attack, but instead they decided to go for my artillery. Or my field piece there. And this is what happens. So they get like they're being shot at even though they're not, and they're getting that. So that happens. Pulaski's actually holding kind of their own against these dragoons. I think I get them to charge right, but look at this. Look at this line. Okay, so anyway, so they're getting up to my. These guys are getting up to my field piece, and I think, oh shoot, I'm gonna lose them. They're native bowmen. I forgot they had those. Yeah, so we both decided that we're just gonna break up at this point. This attack's gonna break up. My Pulaskis, it cost them, but they made those dragoons go. We're gonna pause real quick just to see where we're at. So my artillery piece has worked on them. They switched to canister and started working on them, and because they're native bowmen, oh, I also moved my light infantry to take pop shots. They're gonna run. Where else are we? So I just wanted to pause because I want. This is when the main battle starts, pretty much. So regiment, this light infantry is coming in. I think I already have one of my artillery pieces blasting at them. So at this point, you know, these guys are pretty much about to run. I'm able to, I think, well, let me keep going. So lots of stuff happens with cavalry. So I'm going to try to make that run. Just continue to run while we get Pulaski's together again and try to fight it out there. Of course, there's that bowman. They're running. These guys are getting closer. I'm gonna send my provincial light horse in. I think I was gonna go for this field piece over here. You always want to be the only one. So now I have this little cavalry situation happening over here, and I'm controlling this all at once. I'm telling you, I was hopping back and forth like crazy across the screen. I think they were just gonna come after these guys, but I think it made this whole line freeze up. Like, what are we gonna do? You know, they thought I was coming in, so they were gonna get ready to attack, and that costs them because now they're all bunched up, and they're right there, and my artillery's gonna whack them. So here comes their colonial light. They broke off from this battle, which they should have stayed there to win it, and they end up getting pop shots from field pieces and regular artillery. So at this point, artillery is going to start blasting over here, taking them all on with their carcass shot. Cavalry running into long rifles and my dragoons, carbines, and getting hit. They're gone. This battle has resulted in a victory, which I was surprised in. And here it comes. I didn't even realize a general bodyguard unit had come over here. I never even realized that. I think they were using him to scout out, which is smart. So now I have these guys. They're about to get hit again. Cavalry's doing a lot of things in this battle. Probably more than I even realized during the battle, because I pretty much set them and forget them. I mean, I kept jumping back and forth. So here comes the part. I've moved this field piece, realizing that they're not going to get any shots in, and I moved them in here into okay, hold on, let's pause. Into the interior, okay? So at this point, it's good fun, folks. I said I wasn't going to mess around with chat, but I okay. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure there was no viewers I could say hi to real quick at least. But I pretty much made it clear in my thing that I'm just going to be doing this. Okay, so anyway. Alright, where are we at? Okay, so yeah, I'm bringing them into the interior. They're going to set up here. I have these guys facing that way. It's very important. So that... Oh, you're going to see. I don't know why I'm going to let you know. I decided that they're going to probably just focus on this side. Probably because they don't want to be in this open field taking shots from this guy. Because like when they turn to attack, then artillery is blasting into their side, which is very demoralizing for units. But they're not going to give up on it. Oh, no. The Spanish are very cantankerous. So anyway, here it goes. So at any point, I think I'm going to get swamped. And if I was playing a real player, I probably would. They'd probably give up the frontal attack completely and come in on sides. But hey, I'm not their general. I can't tell them what to do. I bombed my own city. I don't remember what happened with my cavalry back here. I think he came in to snipe the general's bodyguard. Yep, that's what I did. So this is them, and now they're coming in from this direction. They're fighting with this guy. I've rushed them across the field so they can just start blasting away, and they're going to come back here, line up here, so that they have to come this way to get at them. So now they're like, this can cover both streets, and of course they brought their line infantry up. They're getting blasted. Long riflemen and carbines shooting at them. At this point in this game, I lose some cavalry because I got too close. But I think I got their general at this point. If he's not dead, he's at least running. No, it's over here. Sorry, over here is that battle. These guys were just standing around getting shot at for no reason. I hate when that happens. Yeah, that's this battle. They're about to lose their general. Yeah, this is them shooting back into my cavalry, probably hitting their own guys too. So, good fun. All right. Now they're attacking from this direction, so I'm moving these guys to confront that situation, because otherwise they'll just shoot into my rear here, which I don't want to have happen. And look, artillery is danger close, folks. They probably should have come in from this side, and I moved some militia up here to kind of attack their rear. That's why those guys reformed. Why is it freezing up like this? Do replays just freeze up like this, or something going on? Oh, this must be where I paused. I may have paused in the battles because, well, this was a lot of crap. I try not to pause in battles, but yep, their general's dead. And now I'm just shooting artillery, danger close. Those guys getting artillery from this side, getting shot at from this side. Good stuff, good stuff. This guy came around a corner. I don't really know why he ran. Wasn't even getting shot at. So they worked their way up this close. Now they're getting shot at from here. Militiamen. That's okay. And he's going to turn the canister loose on him. Hold on. Let's go check out what's going on with cavalry real quick. So anyway, cavalry are now chasing this artillery piece, which they had. Holy crap. Hold on. My freaking dog is on top of the table. Oh, God. What are you doing? Who do you think you are? I told you. You're just a little brat. You're just a little brat. You got your own food, your own water, while he's coming in piece of cat food. Oh, Mikey. Mikey, are you feeling very accosted right now? He's come and invade your world. Too bad you don't have artillery. Mikey, you're the good boy. Okay, we had another invasion going on in my back, behind my back. There was a little dog who decided to become a mountaineer and somehow jump on top of a table and eat all the cat's food, because that's where I keep the cat's food, because it's the only place safe for the little dog. Until now. Replay of that battle on some other day. Alright, so anyway, where was that? Yeah, so now they're going to take their only artillery, which they're using poorly anyway, but it demoralizes. Now, yeah, of course, they got some line infantry, once again, long rifles, carbines, artillery. How'd you win this battle? Long rifles, carbines, artillery. No, not really. More like shrapnel and militia and artillery. Alright, sorry about that. I will keep on going. So anyway, this battle's over. I'm realizing that, so now I'm gonna move these troops, but I don't know when. And meanwhile, this guy's just getting splattered. This battle was kind of weird. I let it go on because I wasn't losing a lot of men, because they were shooting over here, but they weren't getting any shots off, probably from the terrain. So at one point, and then I can get my field pieces and just splatter them. I was having issues with this guy that kept routing and then unrouting. Where else were we at? So now I'm moving to get better positions on this flank, because they still have, I think they still have a few troops. Yeah, they still have a few troops, and of course these guys can rally. So now they can get shot at in the back. Artillery is artillerying. And eventually they're going to start shooting over here. I get some pretty good friendly fire incidences though. And cavalry is back there cavalrying. Well, now it's pretty much over. You know. I outfoxed them in this one. I probably should have moved this guys over here, but hey, you got a lot to do with this game. Hard to keep track. And these guys are rushing out there because that's what they do. Yeah, I shouldn't have rushed those guys out there. That was unnecessary. We should have just kept letting them come in that little murder hole. Murder hole. Now with 2 convenient entry points. And so it looks like I probably had them firing at the wrong people. They should have been firing here. But it happens. At this point, I could have probably just started like fanning my troops out, but I didn't. And over here, I didn't realize these guys had kind of rallied. So even though they're pretty much spread out, and then I took some shots there unnecessarily. Yeah. I have no idea why these guys are square. Sometimes I do that when I'm shooting artillery. I don't know. I'm pretty sure that's not very wise. I don't know why anybody would ever have done that. So they're coming in. I feel like they're going to rush in. So now it's the time. So I got these guys back into the city to extend the murder hole. And I bet they're going to line up right here. That way, if they do come in, they're going to be taking a full shot. And I think it actually happens at one point. Artillery is artillerizing this left flank. Right flank, they're starting to get their. They got the grenadiers, and they're. So I have my light foot ready to roll. Whole time they're getting blasted. I think when they lost the cavalry battles, when they lost this battle, because they were not able to break up my firing holes for the field artillery. I think that's when they lost the battle. Now we got this situation going on. I want to say, is that regular line unit? No, I was thinking that regular line unit shows up later. And no, there it is. Yeah, it doesn't do anything. It just gets killed. Okay. I thought later on that does a valiant effort. Morning, demon. I'm doing a deep replay with commentary right now for a competition later on. So, how are you? So, yeah, these guys jumped in there and they're just going to take shrapnel. They should have come around this way, but they're dealing with this farmhouse full of flintlock militiamen there. Yeah, this is pretty much over by this point. I'm just trying to get over. I've won. Now I'm trying to save as many lives. Here it comes. Here it comes when they come rushing in, and then they get splattered. Not from this guy, and this guy. 3 lines of fire. They decided they've had enough. What I'm gonna do today. Well, there's lots of things to do. I think I'm actually going to be stream for once. I decided to stream. I have not been streaming at all lately. So it doesn't show up on the PC tabs. I've had that where people will be live and it won't show up on the PC tabs. Like, not PC, I don't know what I'm saying, but like the menu on the side of your live channels. I've had that. Yeah, so at this point I am I don't know what the hell I'm doing actually. I guess I'm just moving my guys around, I don't know. But the battle's pretty much over. These guys are trying to get the will to live and finding it impossible. I should have these guys firing down this murder hole, but they're not, so that's probably going to cost me some lives and sometimes. But I also don't want to move from my positioning, because if they do get to if they do rally and come back in like they are now, you know, I want to have that murder hole so I can dispatch them as quickly as possible. Oh, that's right, I was moving them out this way so I can bring them along over here on their flank. This is my whole idea. And now they're turning to face them, and that's great. I think these guys are still shooting here. Although it looks like I probably lost some guys from friendly fire at this point. Anyway, so they're now facing 2 lines, and there's now open field of fire, but that's a heavy morale loss after they lost so many men and the general. So eventually they're gonna decide they don't want to do this anymore, this whole battle thing. This whole battle thing. And they're coming around trying to get me at my flanks as well. But I'm bringing in this militia to line up, and they're done. Artillery's going to start blasting this guy. And he's going to be done. Sorry, Nemo, if I'm coming to the end of this battle. And the end of the commentary. We'll check you out here. Yeah. There's artillery. No, what? Where are you firing? Fire at that guy. So anyway, these guys are... I don't know what. They're still firing. So now, right now, everywhere on the field, I believe the only thing they have is these 2 units. We got to finish it out. I think they're coming in on the side. I'm going to go ahead and moving to face them in better situations. I think at this point my cavalry starts coming in. Somewhere. Yeah. Nope. There goes one. And they're going to come in to finish out the battle. And I'll send my generals out eventually. That's funny. Now I have artillery firing there. That unit's already moved. War is a confusing thing sometimes. Anyway, I think if any battle I've had, especially during this Darth mod, and these guys should be moving up eventually, was perfect, it was this one. Closest to perfect. I mean, obviously right now I could be doing a whole lot better than I am to finish it out. But I'm moving these guys already. The murder hole has served its purpose, and they're moving up to fight these guys. I probably lost some unnecessary lives here when I was pretty much facing these 2 units against that one that wasn't even in the right direction. But I'm moving in. These guys are going to start taking pop shots. These guys are going to move in, start taking pop shots. And here comes an artillery unit. And of course my artillery is going to destroy that house and take a few of these guys with it. Yep. Oh, that was a good one. I don't know why I switched to solid shot at that point, but oh well. Yep. There's my light horse running into... I don't even know when my light horse got lost that many men, but probably makes sense because at the beginning they fought some desperate fights, and I really think that's what clinched it. Why am I shooting solid shot over here? Oh, they might be slightly out of range because they're all the way back here, but solid shot goes a little bit further. Maybe that's why I have not been just splattering them with artillery. I remembered this point where I paused and I was just taking a breath, like, wow. If you found this in the VODs, I'd probably just be like, wow. Oh yeah, I set my field artillery right here. I was like, you guys need more kills. But they had run at that point. Which, you know, makes sense. And the cavalry is coming in, and my generals should be rushing out there to get some kills. And dang it. That was some loss of lives there. But we got to get them because they'll show up on the campaign map after the battle if we don't take out as many as possible. Here they come. I'm probably telling my cavalry or my artillery to pack it up since I don't want any friendly fire deaths. Yeah, that's it pretty much. I think at this point I'll go ahead and just speed it up to get to the end because we're just chasing down routing units. And I'll look at you. Oh, there's plenty of friendly fire. Computer's like, what? You want me to shoot? Want me to complete that function against that unit right there? Why, sure. Is there any friendly units in front of it? Oh, not my problem. But yep, makes it realistic in one way, but then not realistic in another way. In that, that's probably not going to happen if there's, I mean, there's definitely times where friendly fire was, a necessary risk as far as whatever battle was went on, but not if there's no reason for it. Another thing that's not really realistic is if you leave a cavalry unit and you forget to move them, and a rifle unit comes up on them, and they just start shooting at them, and all the cavalry unit's doing is, moving in their formation after they lose guy after guy. But anyway, that happens. So it was not an overly outnumbered battle. So 2,800 to 2,100, but there was the whole. They had colonial line infantry, and I had militia. I had militia. I didn't even think it was that close, but I guess it was. The losses, 320 losses and 1,915. Anytime your losses and the enemy remaining match like that, it's a good battle. So what's funny about this, and I don't get it, is enemy killed 1,100, losses 1,915. I guess this is including injuries. I don't know, that will heal, I guess. I don't really know how they tally all this, but it was a good day for me. I enjoyed it. Right? That says 11. It might say 14. The 4s and the 1s on here are hard for me to say, but I think it is 1,100. Just funny. That's a big disparity. 800 unit disparity there, unless they had a lot of friendly fire. Which, they were using their artillery pretty dumb, so maybe. Anyway, so experience level. Let's see what all we got in experience. So light cavalry got the most experience. They had 210 kills. They lost 45, but they had 210 kills. Provincials got one. Pulaski's got one, of course, because they faced some hard odds. If you remember the cavalry, and they lost a lot. But you remember at the beginning, it was pure cavalry. If the cavalry duel was probably what clinched it. Provincial cavalry, light cavalry, most kills. Pulaski's legions, most kills. Of course, they will, because they always mop up the retreating forces. That's what they get all the credit, even in the real world. Cavalry they get all of it, all the acclaim, and all the women. Everybody wanted a gallant cavalry soldier. So anyway, and it's funny because usually your artillery don't get a lot of kills. They just make them rout a lot, but after cavalry, that one horse artillery, I think I called them Iron Bloods after this. I gave them a name. Light infantry is being light infantry. They also did good. General's bodyguard mopped up 79, so that's good. What else happened? Other horse artillery did 71 kills. That's not bad. I don't know which one was actually in town though. Oh, I could probably check that in the replay, but I want to know which one was the one in town. I want to see who got the more kills, the one in town or the one guarding that flank. Who got the least amount of kills? This guy. What the hell, this guy? Not this guy, but that guy. What were you doing? I don't know why that would happen. Once again, I should probably check to see which one was which. Probably the one I had firing solid shot. What if that's why they were firing solid shot? I accidentally screwed up and I didn't have them firing carcass shot. I don't know. Could happen. Could have been. In which case, it would have been a quicker. Flintlocks, they were firing their asses off the whole game, but they only got 12 kills. But that's okay. The whole idea is you need numbers. You throw some old ass guns to the citizens and tell them, here, shoot that direction. So they did their job. Anyway, that was the replay of this battle and my submission to the perfect battle, Total War, in the complete Total War server. I will now switch titles and go back to my Empire game. So, right, seriously, what is wrong with him? Hey, how do you, Demon? Ash, I was going to ask you. See my avatar? I made that today. I typed in colonial soldier, bearded. I wanted to make me. I even typed in Mexican American. I don't know if he looks very Mexican American like me, but what do you think about that? I wanted to make him into an avatar. Like, is there any way I can? It's like any program that, like AI program, that'll take that and turn it into like a PNG, like a not PNG. You know what I mean? Movable. I mean, it is an avatar, I guess, but I wondered if I can use that as a basis for like a whatever you call it, the thing that moves with lips, talks. I don't know if there is an AI program to do it, but I did find this place on Etsy that does it for like less than $5. That's it. That's it. And I wonder if they can just color the skin a bit. Make it look like me a little bit. Alright. Oh, yeah, I need to end and restart so I can just submit this video in the Total War server. So, here we go.